Can you even see my makeup look? You can barely even see it. What's up, you guys? Long time no see, or no talk I should say. I haven't filmed in so long. The last time I uploaded a video was July. So I thought I would do a chit chat, get ready with me. I have nowhere to go, but a lot of YouTubers do this even though they have nowhere to go. And I wanted to update you guys, and I didn't want to just talk. So, you know, we're gonna do a chit chat, get ready with me. So, I thought we would start kind of from the beginning. Let me see. Let's get my beauty blender. So, let's start off where we left off, which was in July. So, the reason that I hadn't uploaded, for the first reason in July, was because I, what's it called? I had finals for my summer class, for my trade class, or a final, and I wanted to study. I wanted to be able to, you know, pass my test, so I didn't upload. And I feel like that's a valid reason, you know? I have valid reasons, I swear. Oh, I have a mirror that's like right here next to you. So if I'm looking there, that's why. Right after my finals, and I mean right after, my tia ended up passing away. So I pretty much after that like stopped vlogging. Not because, you know, like I didn't want to. There were times when I vlogged, I just didn't upload it because I couldn't find myself to. And it was hard, so I just kind of, you know, stopped for a little bit. And then we had the funeral in late August, and she passed away late July, so it took about a month or so to have the funeral. And during that, I started school. I started school, like, I want to say the last week of August. Yeah, it was the last week of August that I started school. And we had her funeral like the weekend before I started school or something like that. So yeah. And then I have, let's see, I have 3 classes. I have 3 classes. I'm taking a public speaking class, I'm taking pre-calculus, and I'm taking a computer science class. And it's almost the end of the semester. My semester ends December 14th, and it is currently November 28th. So I only have a few weeks left, and I am ready. Let me tell you, I'm ready for the semester to be over. I have realized that, so my major currently is computer science, hence why I'm in a computer science class. But I have just realized I absolutely dread going to class. I absolutely dread waking up. I have my actual computer science class on Mondays and Wednesdays, and that's the only class that I have for the day, and I absolutely hate it. Like, there are no words to describe to you how miserable I am and how I feel when I wake up Monday mornings and Wednesday mornings and know that I have to go to that class and stay there for 3 hours, because it's from 9:35, and then we end class between 12 and 12:30, because we have lecture and then lab right afterwards. We have like a 5-minute break in between. But I am deciding to switch my major. I have always wanted to be a teacher, always wanted to be a teacher. And the reason I had chose computer science was because in middle school I would do programming for robotics, and then I had even like looked into programming in high school when I started the robotics team there, even though we weren't able to keep it due to like money reasons, because robotics at the high school level is so expensive. I mean, so expensive. And I enjoyed doing it in middle school and high school, and I thought I would love doing it in college, but I hate it. I absolutely dread going to class, and I think programming for me will probably be better as a hobby, as something that I can just, you know, learn by myself and maybe take up making apps as like a side job, or, you know, but learn it by myself and make it a hobby instead of a career, especially after what my professor was telling us, like what we're gonna have to do. He was saying that a lot of the times for computer scientists and people who go into like computer programming and stuff like that, you just spend your first few years in the field looking through old programs and finding the mistakes. That sounds miserable. It sounds absolutely miserable. And I don't want to do that. Like, it's just not something for me. And I had to think really long and hard about this because, you know, you have to enjoy what you're doing for your career. And if I am not enjoying it in the class and I'm absolutely miserable in the class, how am I going to be when I'm out there, like, and this is my career? And you don't even have a lot of like human contact, and I'm a person who loves being around people, so like I need to be around people. My dad, he works in an engineering field, and he has like contact with people, but like I need more contact with people, if that makes sense. So I'm changing my major to education because I've always wanted to be a teacher. Excuse my cough. I will explain that a little later. But I've always wanted to be a teacher. And I have decided that I'm just going to do it because I know that is what is going to make me happy, and I know that I'm going to enjoy doing it. So I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go for it. My parents really do not want me to become a teacher. They want me to have a backup plan. So that is what I'm going to try and figure out to do. I figured since, oh, that looks really dark on camera. Whoa. I figured since I know I can enjoy computer science. I know that I can enjoy, you know, programming. So maybe what I'll try to do is do it as a double major or a minor. And I really want to, I have been trying to like make decisions so that I know I'm going to be happy in the future. And so that I'm happy now. Because yeah, if that makes any sense. And I really want to go, there's a university called Texas Christian University. I really want to go there. That is my dream school. And I'm going to try and make it happen. I'm going to work as hard as I can to save up money, going to apply to different scholarships, and hopefully I will be able to get my GPA up a lot more by taking all like my courses for becoming a teacher. And it'll help me get my GPA up a lot more, and then I will get financial support from the school, because what they do is if you have a certain GPA, they give you a certain amount of money. So my goal is to get, you know, over 3.5. I have like a 2 point something right now. You know, it's not the best. I'm gonna work a lot harder. You know, I work hard with my courses that I have right now, but I think because I'm just miserable in my classes that I can't bring myself to do it all the time. And I will admit that. I'm miserable in my classes. Like, I can't even tell you, except for like my public speaking class. And then I enjoy my math class. I do. I really enjoy my professor. He's really cool. I have a friend who like I sit next to. Um, but like I'm just like, I dread going to class, you know? But I enjoy my public speaking class, so at least that's good. So that's what I'm doing. And TCU has a new program, and I kind of took this as a sign. I prayed to God, of course, first for guidance, because I was like, should I stay in computer science and, continue like on the computer science path, or should I go into education? And I had kind of given up on, that's really pretty, it's really natural, on going to TCU because it's in Texas, I'm in California, and then it's a private Christian school, so of course the tuition's going to be a lot more money. And I was just like, oh, maybe I'll go to Cal State Long Beach or Cal State Dominguez Hills because those are closer to me. I won't have to dorm, and I can afford them because Long Beach, their tuition is, I believe, if I remember correctly, like $3,000 or $4,000 a year. And same for Dominguez Hills. So I was like, I'll be able to afford that. I won't have to take out many loans, if any. But for some reason, was it today or was it last night? I think it was last night. I decided to look on TCU at their education program, and I found that they have like a double major they call it a double major program, where they give you your degree in education and then you double major in another subject, and they teach you through the department, like their Department of Education, how to teach that subject. And so I'm like, maybe I can do that with computer science. And so I took that as a sign to continue with education and maybe teach computer science and still become a teacher. So, I took that as a sign from God. Let me update you on what I've been doing. So I am back being a facilitator at church. I don't remember if I've ever mentioned that I'm a facilitator at church. I think I have. And I'm back being a facilitator at church, and I love it, helping the kids, and I really like this year. I enjoy the kids that I've had so far. They're really cool. They're really nice. And I'm hoping again to be a covenant facilitator, because being a part of that process is just amazing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, in Catholicism you have to go through a it's called confirmation. It's a sacrament, and it's when you're accepting the Holy Spirit, to guide you and to be there with you, and you're becoming a part of the Holy Spirit basically. And it's just a beautiful process. And when I was doing it last year and being able to see, especially on like the retreat that we go to, how just that retreat, just those 2 nights and 3 days that we're there, how it transforms them, it's amazing. And I loved it, because that's kind of like what happened to me. The retreat was where I grew in my faith the most. I think because you're solely surrounded by people who share the same faith that you do, and you're surrounded by adults and young adults and people, and especially like the facilitators who are around the same age as you, and you see how strong their faith is in God, that it just makes you have stronger faith. And that's what I love about the process, especially like how we do it at our church, how they really want, the facilitators to be there for their students and to guide them. And it's not just about the catechists, which are like the teachers who teach like the religious education. And I love it so much. I love the process. I love seeing them grow in their faith the way that like I grew in my faith, and it's different for everybody, of course, but everyone's faith grows during this process, and especially in second year, it's a lot more intimate and one-on-one with your kids as a facilitator and as a catechist. So I enjoy it, and I really hope that I'm able to be a covenant facil to help these high school students really grow in their faith, because like once you have faith, once you have strong faith, everything else just becomes easier. Like I'm telling you, I want to make a whole video about like how I grew in my faith and stuff like that. I teach on Saturdays. I teach with my friend Kimberly, and we're teaching 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. Oh, that is really dark. I've never used this color in the palette. 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, religious education, and they're preparing for reconciliation, which is their first like confession, so like going to priest and doing confession. And then next year we will prepare them for their first communion and, you know, receiving the body and blood of Christ, all that jazz. And it's really fun. I really enjoy it. The kids really enjoy us, which I was kind of scared that they like wouldn't like us. But they love us. They love coming to class, and I love hearing them. I know it sounds like funny, but when we have to go, like when time is up, because class is only an hour and a half, and I know you're probably like an hour and a half, but it goes by so fast that when you're in the moment and you're teaching and you're having fun, it's just, it goes by so fast, and it's not enough time. It honestly really isn't. And it's every Saturday, but this sounds probably really mean. I love like hearing them upset when they have to leave. If that probably sounds really weird, but because then like we know that they enjoy coming to class every Saturday, even though it's at 9 o'clock in the morning and they have to, you know, wake up and go to another school day, basically. Not school day, but like go to school again on a Saturday when they could be sleeping in, and knowing that they enjoy waking up and they enjoy coming to our class. And they don't like it when they have to leave. Like I love that. That sounds weird, but I love when they're like no, and they like are all upset when we're like, okay, we have 5 more minutes left in class, or we're like, okay, 10 more minutes left in class, we have to do this, and you know, I love it. Just love it. And I think being I'm technically not a catechist, I'm a catechist aide, but hopefully I am able to get certified to become a catechist over the summer coming up. And I'll still teach with my friend. But yeah, and I think being a catechist and being a facilitator has really helped me make that decision. And yes, I know it is completely different. I know. It's completely different compared to actually teaching a class 5 days a week and having 30 kids with you. Because I don't have 30 kids with me. We have 19 kids on Saturday, and I have 4 kids on Monday nights. Like, it's nothing compared to what it's going to be like, but just, you know, being able to make a difference in people's lives, like, that's what I want to do. And yeah, that's kind of what's been going on in my life. I went to my friend's wedding, and it was so much fun. I was so excited. I legit could not wait to go to her wedding. You could go to my work and ask people at work, and I kept talking about this wedding. I was like, my friend's gonna get married, her wedding's next week. I was so excited, and they were all like, make sure that you take pictures and everything. I ended up not taking a lot of pictures, which I was kind of surprised. I took like videos, but not a bunch because I was really there like in the moment. I was dancing with my friends, you know, I was having fun and I was enjoying it. There were a few times where, because I'm short, even though I wore heels and it made me taller, we were like in the back, and then like when we saw like their first dance, I had to go and like stand, and there was already like a crowd around like the dancing area, and everybody else was really tall, and of course all the girls are wearing heels, and I'm super short and they're all taller than me, and the heels just make them extremely tall. I would like have to film it with my phone and like kind of watch through the screen and then like try to watch, and then like I would like watch it on my phone because like I wanted to see it better, and so I like zoomed in on my phone like when I was filming. But yeah, and I had so much fun, and it was so beautiful and it was amazing, and I'm so happy for them that they got married finally. If you guys are watching, I know Crystal has watched before. Love you guys. Can you even see my makeup look? You can barely even see it because of this. Oh, I got a new planner, guys. It says make today ridiculously amazing, and I honestly can't wait to start using it for when I start my classes. Hopefully over winter I'm going to be taking history and philosophy. I have it right here. History, philosophy is what I'm going to be taking over winter, and that starts in January, and I'm going to be there from 8 in the morning to 12:40, which isn't too bad. It's not too bad at all, and it's 2 classes, and it'll help me, you know, get the jump start on getting those 24 units. I mean, I already have a lot of units, but this will just help, you know, like my GPA go up a lot more. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. That's what's been going on with me. I'm gonna get into a shower, and hopefully I will be able to vlog. I'm going to do Vlogmas. I'm going to make myself do Vlogmas, even though, you know, I'm gonna have finals like during that time. But at this point, like, those classes don't count. So I'm gonna, you know, do my best. I'm gonna study, of course, and I'm gonna make sure that I keep it at like a C level. That's what I'm gonna get. I know I'm just gonna get a C, especially in my math and my computer science class. I know I'm gonna like most likely get an A in my public speaking class because, you know, it's easy for me. It comes easy for me, public speaking. But yeah, and then I'm gonna continue on my journey to make myself happy in what I do. I'm sorry if this is boring. I was just rambling pretty much because I just needed to catch you guys up on a bunch of stuff, and yeah. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. I forgot to say in my intro, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I don't want to say munchkins anymore for some reason. I want to say something else. So leave comments down below. Let me know. I'm going to be filming a vision board making very soon because I was using like, I was going to film it, but then I had needed the actual like poster board that weekend for a lesson for the kids. So I didn't do it, but I'm going to be doing it. I promise. Maybe I'll film that tonight. Maybe I'll film it tonight, and hopefully, because yeah, I need to have a visual representation, and maybe I'll like hang it up on my wall. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later. Sorry for all the rambling, but it's a chit chat. Get ready with me. That's what happens at a chit chat. In a chit chat, get ready with me, and I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully, I'm able to upload this by tonight. Remember, it's November 28th, and maybe I will film the vision board making tonight also, and then maybe upload that tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's the plan. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Bye!